to another Scraplift Crafternoon. This time we are scraplifting Linda Mowat, scrapbooking photographer. She has a kind of a classic scrapbook layout, something that I think we've all seen, where you have kind of a matted 12 by 12 with one photo and minimal embellishment. So that's what I'm going to do. You're going to see her layout up here. And I am using this great photo of us at the Mystic Aquarium. It's one of those that you get when you show up to some place. They give you that photo, stand here, take a photo. And I love this photo of me and my parents and John and Belle. So I will put you on fast forward and we will do this. I think this is going to be a quick one. Very quick layout. I've only have you on like 1.5 times speed. It took me about 15 minutes to make this layout. And I really love that. I love having some inspiration that you can use to get your memories on paper without having to do a lot of thinking, I guess is a good way to put it. So I used some Vicki Boutin paper from her last kind of collection pad. And it was that pad that had a bunch of her different collections together. And I used the blue polka dot paper and then this text paper. I thought that would be a good thing to do. And then I used the navy cardstock as the background. So you'll say I ended up having to mat this photo twice. Most of the time when I print my photos out, they have a white border because I can cut them with a white border. This one I had to add a white border with that text paper. So I'm doing that. I really, this is one of those that comes together and you think, oh, maybe I need to add some more. But the photo, just like in her layout, the photo is what matters. And sometimes you make a layout and you make a layout because the story is the most important thing and you want to have a lot of words. Other times you make a layout because the paper or the embellishment or the product is the most important thing and you want to highlight that product or those embellishments. And sometimes, like this, and I believe with like her original layout, the photo is really the most important thing. And her photo is obviously a photo of a black and white photo of an older time someone met Santa. I think it's probably her. And that's just an awesome photo. And mine is this big photo that I couldn't scale down. This is how I got it from them. And I just love the idea of having that as the focal point. So I searched quite a bit to see what I could do, and I thought I could use Beautiful Day, but because that's vellum, it's just not going to work on a pattern background. And so I just kind of had to go to my sticker sheets and see what I had. And I don't have a lot of Vicki Boutin embellishments left from all these other collections. I guess I do. I do have a lot, but I don't have any that really work randomly. I have a ton of bugs and butterflies, man, ton of bugs and butterflies. And so I just searched through and found a few things that I thought might work. And then I ended up not using them all, but I think we've seen this on a few of my layouts where this is what I do. I go through the embellishment packs or I go through the sticker sheets and I pull out the things I might use. And then I come back and put those on the layout and I use all of them, most of them, some of them. But that way I have a smaller thing to pull from on what I want to use. Now, I wanted to find one big embellishment because we had that one big tree. And so I found the camera that said smile, and that was going to be my big embellishment. So what I've pulled out is a banner, a title piece, a couple of text pieces, and that's what I'm going to use. And originally I wanted to put that tree the same place that she had put it, but I can't cover up Mystic Aquarium and I can't cover up the date because that's really the journaling that's on there. And I really wanted this favorite little something on this thing, but it said date. So I'm going to have to figure out how to cover up date in a little bit. You'll see how I do that. But this is where I start, and then I realize I can't have it down there. I don't like it. So I can put it there, and it's going to mimic her other tree. So I did use a piece of blue ribbon to mimic her ribbon. Ends up you can't really see it because my photo is so much wider than hers. But I know it's there and you know it's there. Now on hers, you'll notice there are red stars. So I pulled out stars from the Vicki Boutin pack, and I'm going to use those white stars. One purpose of it is to cover up the word date that's on this thing that I don't want. because I already have the date on the bottom on the picture. And the other purpose is to kind of continue to scraplift her and have the word, the stars on the page. I do end up popping up all of my stars, which is fun. And I just like it. I like how it looks. I like the whole vibe of this page. This is one of those pages that I would have been making. I've always been making. This is a page that would look good in the scrapbooks I did originally 15 years ago and the scrapbooks I do now, which is one large photo, minimal embellishment, frame the photo with a matching frame onto the paper, and let the photo speak. This is a lot of what my original scrapbooks looked like. And one of the things I loved about doing this page is it kind of brought me back to what I used to do with scrapbooking. If we were to go back and look at some of my pages, it's a lot of 5x7 photos, a lot of 5x7 photos. I love scrapbooking 5x7 photos. That was one of the things I used to do all the time. And I have a feeling that after I did this layout, you're going to see some more 5x7 photos from me, because it really did kind of spark a little bit of something in me to do this 5x7 photo. I like having the big photos. I feel like that when you look at the page, it's the first thing that hits you, and it's fun. So I ended up using the moment from an old Vicki Boutin set. I have all of my Vicki Boutin kind of leftover pieces, stickers together, and that's what I use in one place so that I can find them. And I also then, from the same sticker sheet, there was some more purple. And I knew I needed to add, or some more blue and some more purple. I added a little bit of that just to bring that color around. And this is basically my layout. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope this brings you some joy. Get some big photos. Get some bigger photos and put them on a page and let the photo do the most of the work. You're going to hear me talk in just a second about what I did live, because I did that right at the end. But other than that, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next Sunday when we scraplist someone new. Bye-bye. Very quick layout. I'm not sure if I ended up having to fast forward or not, but super easy. A little bit of embellishment like she did. Happiest moment, big title instead of Dear Santa. Big embellishment on the side. My photo is bigger, so it's taking up a little bit more room, so I don't have room for trees on both sides. But I used the stars like she had, a couple of the dots instead of other stars, a little bit of that purple color to bring in something. And I love how it turns out. Great layout, Linda, and glad I got to scrap with you. I will leave a close-up of the layout here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.